Dear congregants and friends, today marks the one-year anniversary of the cataclysmic events of October 7th. That day and the events that were triggered on that day will forever live in infamy as long as there are Jews. And I can assure you there will always be Jews in the world, despite the fervent prayers and efforts of our severest enemies. Even a century from now, I think historians will continue to write about and analyze the events of that day. And even a century from now, Jews will mark that day ritually in some way. That is, Simchat Torah will be a joyous occasion. It always will be. It's the most joyous festival in the calendar year. But kind of like breaking the glass at the end of a wedding, to remember also the sad events, even at our most joyous moments. I think Simchat Torah will be celebrated in the future in a similar way. This has been a deeply painful and tragic year, the most difficult year of my career. I feel every death, every tragedy, every hardship, every suffering of those hostages in the inmost recesses of my soul. I also mourn the deaths of innocent Palestinians and Lebanese. It contributes mightily to my distress of these days, despite my conviction that this is a just war, a war of no choice, a war imposed on Israel, an existential war in some respects against extremist forces who purposely place themselves in the midst of civilian neighborhoods, using civilians as human shields, as many as it takes to defeat Israel. I'm profoundly concerned by your concern regarding the intensification of anti-Semitism in America. That a massacre of Jews in Israel, the worst we've seen since the days of the Holocaust, could lead to mass protests against Jews in this country is shocking. That Israelis murdered in their own homes, in Israel, in the internationally recognized borders of Israel, and would be blamed for their own victimhood, appalls us. The disappointment, even betrayal, that we feel from our social justice allies, who we always work with in the struggle to create a better world, have shaken us and caused us to reassess these relationships. All these have caused unprecedented disequilibrium, personally and communally. Dear friends, understand that we are still in the midst of trauma. We have not even begun to recover. Until the war is over and Israel prevails, until the hostages are returned, until the Israeli refugees, the tens of thousands of Israeli refugees return to their homes, we cannot begin to recover. We are living in ongoing trauma. And therefore, the important message that I want to convey to you today is do not despair. Keep the faith. Jews are not a despairing people. Even in the darkest times, we retain hope. Hope rests on personal action and empowerment. Do what you can to make a difference. Defend Israel. Stand up for American Jews in schools, universities, other educational institutions, and communal and political organizations. And it's time now for all Jews to return home, to come back to the Jewish community. Intensify your Jewish commitments, rediscover your Jewish identity, return to the synagogues, learn more about your heritage. Stay strong and stay proud. I pray for a better year, a good year, a year of more love, and if the lion will not lie down with the lamb next year, that at least we see the end of hostilities, the end of this war, and the beginning of recovery. Shana Tova, may it be a good year, a year of health and well-being for you, your families, your loved ones, and the entire Jewish people. May you be inscribed and sealed this year in the Book of Life.